There's a few key things that I'm hearing repeated, and I think that you need to pay attention to this in particular. Know your audience. Who's your audience? And this means, who's your customer? Who do you really want to get business from? Because if you don't know who they are and what language they're speaking, you don't know what to put in front of them. You can't talk to them. Point one. Two, focus. You've got to be focused. Mark isn't at the gym. He's working hard. No, but you said it. You said it. You said it, but that's the point. There's a laser focus, and I got to tell you, I'm working more hours than ever to drive my company as well. You just have to do it. Taking deeper cuts than you need to keep your staff motivated. You're the leaders of your company, and if you only have a few employees, you're the one who's the face of your firm. And you remember, even if you're a small business, you still have a brand to protect, and you have a brand that you have to get out there, whether it's in the voice message or it's on your postage, your stationery, your business cards. You have an amazing brand. You need to get it out there. And I think that what Katherine's little test we just did was kind of interesting. There was 8 hands that went up who were part of the designer trade program, registered designers. How many people in the audience have actually ever purchased something from Williams-Sonoma? Okay. So that goes to show how much room, even a big brand like that, even somebody who we think everybody knows about, still has a lot of work to do in getting their message out about the design trade program. Because of all of you that just raised your hand that aren't members of it, you could have saved 10%, minimally. So point being is, how much work do you think you have to do to make sure that your audience knows who you are? That's really pivotal. Okay, so it's good stuff, and we're hearing this repeated again. Last but not least, it is a real pleasure of mine to be able to introduce to you Jena Hall. Jena has graciously appeared on a panel for me before in High Point. This actually is her CV. It's all legitimate stuff, and I've only highlighted a few things because I don't have time to read it. She's a real, true inspiration in the industry. She's a real industry leader. We're fortunate to have her here. She began actually, she's referred to really as an icon in the industry for a very good reason. She began as an interior designer and was the first interior designer to venture into furniture design in order to bring custom high-end looks to the affordable, mass-produced furniture market. You know, she's based in High Point, and it's a huge, huge multi-billion-dollar industry. It's one of the reasons that's kind of attracted me to it. You know, we're dealing with a lot of high-end. Everyone talks about high-end, but then there's the rest of it. And that's where there's a lot of money to it. You know, Jena had the foresight to dive in and do that. I'm going to bring us fast forward to 2005, and she joined Furniture Values International as Vice President of Marketing, Merchandising, and Design, and she expanded their import product lines and established new collection division, aspenhome. How many people are familiar with aspenhome? Okay, good stuff. Launching bedroom, dining room, occasional categories in 2006, and under her leadership, aspenhome has won the prestigious Pinnacle Award in 2006, 7, and 9. She's just an award winner, that's all. She's a pretty fabulous lady, and she's also the founding president, most importantly, of With It, Women in the Home Industries Today. It's a great organization for it's a national professional women's networking business group, and she serves on the board of governors. It's a great organization that really respects women and the interests in their contribution to the industry. So it is my distinct pleasure to welcome Jena Hall.
Thank you, Lloyd. Everybody can hear me? I got a little bit of that Vegas voice also, so I apologize.
Were you out late last night?
What's that?
Were you out late last night?
I was out late. It's good to see everybody. Actually, I live in New York City, but most people think I live in North Carolina because I'm there so much. I pick up the slang, and I came from Texas originally, so nobody knows where I'm from, and I'm never home. So it's really good. I'm so happy you asked because this group here today, you guys are really near and dear to my heart. I spent more years than I ever admit to having a design practice. I had a very large design practice. We did architectural interiors and design, both domestically and internationally for many years, and fell into furniture design when I was designing out of an Italian factory, and somebody saw my work and wanted to buy it for their designer showrooms, and they said, no, 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 you know, it's onesie, she won't do it. And so the person who asked turned around and knocked me off, and I really got mad, and my smart older big brother said, don't get mad, baby, get even. If they think it's that good, maybe you have something that you could bring to companies because you have a different perspective. And so for a number of years, I really balanced a furniture design advocation and passion with my profession. And we had many, many clients, and I was designing, and then was asked to look at licensing. We were the first, I was really, and I hate to say it because it really makes me sound old, but first to do licensing as an interior designer going into home furnishings. And at the height of my licensing, I was in 22 categories for over 12 years, and still, even today, have residual income from that part of my business. But time moved on, and I would say the one skill I have is kind of to maybe look around corners and read the tea leaves, just as you've done, as we've all done up here, because the left brain, right brain is really an important balance for the creative profession. You have to think of the business in advance, along with your vision and your dream of design. And we saw the industry changing from when I first went into it to seeing manufacturers getting their acts together, and everybody, if one Jena was good, 14 more were better, and every other day there was another designer du jour trying to license their name. And frankly, the business end of it became more and more interesting to me, but I didn't have the control factors.